Oh, yeah.
Welcome back, everybody. Last time we played, we ended up taking a little nice trip to a nice resort. We also ended up getting a boat part. I believe it was the toolbox. Yeah, there we go. We were going to have a new party member when we got said toolbox, but he ended up ditching us like 5 minutes later. So that was great. Ugh. But yeah, at the time of recording this, I'll be real. The Terraria, this one big Terraria update dropped, and I am itching to play it so bad. But hey, I started this. I may as well continue with it, right? First, we'll be going here. Ooh, what's through here? So yeah, if you have a party member get kidnapped, this is the gang that will steal them. Just like the other previous areas. Welcome to Stone Village. Ouch. Ooh, free soda. Nice. These houses are looking a little empty here. Ooh, some horse jerky. Nice. Hey, man. Holy shit. This is what I've been saving all these mags for. The Oscura Aga Diamante. We need to take a drink of this right now. It's such a good item. The bottle glistens like a polished gem. It seems ancient, untouched by man for centuries. Disturb the seal and open the Oscura Aga Diamante. This drink can't be left contained forever. Someone has to drink it. With the bottle open, you sniff the precious contents. It smells too hard to describe. You take a sip. Oh my. That familiar taste. Something you know all too well. You know what this tastes like. In fact, I think you knew what it tasted like all along. It tastes like a lie. A quenching joke. A satiating trick. A drowning trap. It's a lie, and you knew it would be a lie. But it was expensive, so you bought in. What's wrong with you? Don't you know any better by now? This is ridiculous. I think you like it. I think I like it. Is this good for us? Who cares? Get ready, because it's about to happen. The wave is coming. The wave you crave so much. It's going to hit you so hard. That wave of disappointment when nothing happens. So yeah, it does nothing. May as well just lock in that purchase real quick. Yeah, looks like everyone is cleared out looking for Buddy all over the place. It's a shame. Looks like a nice locale. The only one that's here is this guy, however. Toby. What do you want for him? You have two important options here. If you say he's yours, you give Toby to him, and you go your separate ways. And you're not going to hurt Toby. That depends on your worth. If it wasn't already clear that we're nearing the end of this long journey, we have recruited the last party member of the game. And I do have a lot to say about this guy, let me tell you. But the short form version is that this guy sucks. In the original, if we were playing the original, I would say to not worry about using Crisp at all, because honestly, he was just an okay party member that joins really late, and thus doesn't do a whole lot. Basically in the same boat as Buffalo, where you can just use him as a backup at best if you lose a party member. But with the definitive edition, Crisp has been buffed considerably. But I guess let's start with Crisp. Crisp here has a very small moveset, but he makes the most out of it in the definitive edition here. He has 3 total skills, not counting his basic attack: Million Cutter, Hot Cutter, and Wet Cutter. He starts with these 3 skills and will not learn any other ones. Million Cutter hits 4 times and can inflict an enemy with bleed, paralysis, crying, and weird. This is very respectable, as it deals damage and makes an enemy much easier to deal with. Though do keep in mind that it does have a low success rate, so it's fairly rare for you to hit all 4 slashes. Hot Cutter, meanwhile, is a consistent fire attack that strikes an enemy with a good chance to inflict bleed and a 100% chance to inflict burning. This is also classified as a magical attack, which can be nice since special defense is usually lower on some enemies. It's also an option for Crisp to use if an enemy sets up Iron Body, allowing him to basically ignore the status effect. The problem with this niche? At this point in the game, there are no major enemies that make use of this status, so Crisp never gets to shine in this regard. And finally, Wet Cutter. If this was the original game, I would tell you to never use this fucking skill except for one very specific reason, as it was simply a water attack that can remove burning, which is one of the few statuses Crisp can inflict, meaning it always works against him. Not to mention that it has the same damage formula as his basic slash, but with a higher SP cost and being a magical attack. But in the definitive edition, Wet Cutter can inflict Oiled Up. That's right, they buffed Crisp by having him invade Birdie's big gimmick skill, and what an upset it is, as now Wet Cutter is something you should always use when you put Crisp on your team, since fire attacks are incredibly common among your party. Along with, I don't know, maybe a few fire bombs along the way. It isn't right to say he replaces Birdie, he's more so an alternative. You can either use the Drunkard, who doesn't do a lot of the fighting, but can set up devastating damage potential and use some supportive skills to keep your party up, or you can bring along the damage dealer Swordsman to cut your enemies to pieces, while also being able to set the same damage potential. It really depends on what you want for the party, be it a solid foundation or a blitzkrieg of pain. Well, I guess for a quick downside that isn't mentioning his late arrival yet again, for whatever reason, Crisp has a target rate of 300%. He has the highest target rate out of everyone in the gang. And while he isn't the most frail, he isn't exactly built like a tank. Why he has the highest target rate, I am not sure. Maybe the amount of swords he is packing just makes the enemies nervous. Overall, Crisp is a nice addition to most party setups, but with how late he joins, he commonly will get overlooked by most. But if you need to use him as an emergency, or think he just looks cool, Crisp shouldn't disappoint you. At least in Definitive Edition. In the original game, one of his few skills is something you should almost never click. Really, just don't bother if you're playing the original. For trivia, Crisp is gay. No, I don't mean that as an insult, and yes, I know that was obvious, especially with the background, but I still find it neat. He doesn't really have any other trivia from what I could tell. Only one I see is that his eyebrows become a monobrow on the save screen, making him look annoyed. Wow. What stellar trivia for the final member of our adventure. I'm sure this is the hair-raising information that has you on the edge of your seat. And with that, we have the final party member of the game. Which is why... Where is he? Well, he was supposed to be in the party, but for some reason he's not listed with the others here. I mean, he's still in the party, but... He comes equipped with a karate belt. Nice. Yeah, why not? Let's try removing and adding him. Let's see if that fixes it. There we go. Well. Holding a guy for ransom now. Great. What's this bad? Oops, I accidentally did that bug. They say you never forget how to ride a bicycle. What about a motorcycle? Why not check your tutorial tome for a refresher? It's never too late for some sweet, sweet tutorials. Saving you from embarrassing wipeouts. Save Terry first. Okay, fuck. Why was that so hard to say? Yeah, fuck it. Well, let's look at that. Back at that. For me personally, it's as easy as riding a bike with a motor at high speeds. If you're as good as me, you can do wheelies by pressing L2 or R2. But also, doing a wheelie will let you jump up ramps. Just don't crash to a rock while you're busy posing for your adoring fans. Alright, thanks, Terry. Bradley. My stomach just swims when I see you. My favorite no-good son of a bitch. I take it the gents didn't make it. 'Tis alright. I suppose we had it coming. I've been a scoundrel since youth, but you knew that. Say, Brad, let's have some fun. One last go. For old time's sake? There's a boat just down the way here. How about you hop on that motorbike and we race to it? Last known sighting of our girl was on the waters. First one to the boat is the first one to her. I knew I liked you, Brad. But hey, no stakes. Let's just have some fun. Yeah, spaghetti. Wait, there's no boat here. Well done. Here. Brad, there is no boat. I picked on you your whole life. Truth is, I did it because I was envious of you. Sorry for lying, but thanks for doing this. I think it showed me what I needed to know. Well, old chum, it's time for me to go. And I'm sorry, but I need you to come with me. We sure did have fun, didn't we? I'm going to miss you. Sorry for giving you a hard time. Bye, Bradley. Here I come, gents. Okay. It's out of gas. How convenient. So yeah, if you win the race, he gives you a piece of equipment. Hair grow. You can either equip this to Brad or Nern. And while considering I lost Nern, it's going on Brad. Oh, okay, I'm thinking of a different thing. But anyway. Yeah. That whole sequence is done with. However, unlike everything else in pain mode up to this point, this is one of the few times where playing on pain mode is a good thing. Hyper Hairgrow will be your prize if you beat Chris Colombo in his final race. It is an upgraded version of the normal Hairgrow with better stat boosts and even grants the wearer the cool status. This is the best headgear for Brad, Nern, or Percy. I've been neglecting to mention Percy can equip sunscreens. My bad. Either way, I doubt I have to tell you which one of these fine gentlemen you should give it to. But yeah, this right here is basically Dingaling throwing you a bone for making it this far in your pain mode playthrough. What a nice guy. So yeah. So yeah, a rare act of kindness for pain mode. Bet you're surprised, huh? Oh yeah, since we did that, if I remember correctly, there's a secret right here. Hi, man. How you doing? Okay, bye. Found some horse jerky. Wait, was there an item down there that I missed? Okay, there was not. How are you supposed to figure that one out? I'm not sure, actually. Gary the cat. My lovely friend. Not thankfully enough. Don't touch my cat. Uh-oh. You touched Gary. My lovely friend. I admire your defiance. Oh. Hey, thanks. Well, we've had one of those before. Man, all that just for the cat paw. Not too worth it. My stuff. Oh, well, that's not a big deal. still have like 5 rando rations. I'm okay. Okay, yeah. The next area we'll be going to. Welcome to Hollywood. It's time to get our next boat part. And also, I'm just gonna go ahead and move along so you can listen to music. Alright, what are you doing, buddy? Oh. Damn it. You know what? I can always buy more. Hey, buddy. You've made hell become my reality. Not cool, butthead. Well, I guess we have to teach this guy this lesson. Peace out forever, motherfucker. Nice. Hey, you know, maybe Ransom does have its advantages. Don't quote me on that, please. Ooh. Ooh, hey, buddy. Oh, wow. You have a lot of good stuff here. Aw, it's a shame I can't equip these to Brad anymore. Why anyone would make a weapon designed for Christmas is beyond day me. Oh, man. Oh my god, he sells a Crimson Tide and a Snubby? Damn. Granada 9. I forget how good that one is. Let me look it up, just for fun. 50. Wait, what? Huh. So you can either buy a Crimson Tide for 111 mags for 45 attack, or the Granada 9 for 52 attack. Okay. Sure, man. Here, I may as well sell some of this stuff. Let's sell some joy. We don't need any of that. There we go. Alright, just gotta operate it at level 2, I believe. Horse jerky. now we just need to get to level 3. Whoop. Ooh, some soup. How many empty bottles do I have? Oh, like... Well, there we go. Some uses for the soup. Nice. 1, 2, 3, 4. Perfect. Oh, hey guys, what's up? Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Goddamn. Mm. 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 Wait. No. What the fuck? No. No, what happened? No. Justice did not prevail. Oh my god. We need a moment of silence. Rest in peace. Hey, buddy. If you encounter all the Salvation Ranger events up to this point, you get to see them like, well, this. Blue is a mutant that is honestly not too hard to take down by this point in the game. I would not underestimate him, but he is not as dangerous as some of the other mutants. He boasts 10k HP, which is meager for mutant standards at this point, but he makes up for this by having 600 attack. One of the highest attack stats of all enemies, tied with a certain someone we'll meet eventually. Blue also has neck break, but unlike the other mutants we've seen lately, he isn't as likely to kill someone. Nothing really changes for the mutant game plan at this point. Whenever you've done to neutralize the others will work fine here. As I'm fighting him, however... Actually, let me do poison. Let me put you to sleep, too. Blue's mutation here was actually foreshadowed all the way back at the desert area for the Demon X encounter. Oh, dear lord. Alright, we need to eliminate him fast. As I was saying, Blue's mutation was foreshadowed back at the Demon X encounter, where talking to him said he had violent, intimate thoughts. And since we've encountered the Salvation Rangers and their demise, this isn't exactly trivia for Blue, but it's close enough. Recall Peter from the last episode? Well, Peter's sprite was actually reused from what was supposed to be a mutated Black Ranger. Show up on screen right here. And just... man, that's really fucked if you think about it. They were destined to be just fucked up this whole time. It's a shame. Yeah, like I said, you have a lot of firepower up to this point. 10k HP should not be too bad. And for defeating Blue, we get... well, hold on, you use helmets. I think our best one was pink. No, I guess it was sparkly for defense. We get the black helmet. This helmet is honestly one of the better ones of the game. There's arguably one that's better, but that one requires going out of your way for it. And it has a bit of a cost. But we'll get to it if it ever happens. And if not, well, I'll explain it someday. This helmet grants 34 for both defensive stats, and also 4 agility. Honestly, really good helmet. If you're using... Oh my god, everyone's dead. Oh, that's right. The fucking thing wrecked them. Oh, fuck. They're not getting any experience. You know what? Just to save time for you guys, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm back with the fully healed party. And I also noticed something on my trek back. Oh, I thought I would have had to defeat him, but I guess you just do that to get this. Never mind. I was gonna do like a joke of, you also got a bottle! But it doesn't work now. Joke's ruined. Oh well. Oh, what's all this here? Are you ready for beauty? You're not. But too bad. Too bad. Because here it is, baby. Boss. Shh. Soak this in. Okay. Listen up, Grandpa. See this face? It's a gosh damn apocalypse, baby. And my face is still smoother than your bald head. I am perfection. Amen? I hope you brought sandals, baby. Because this beach is heated. Heated! Wait, there's an escape option. Why? That's weird. But yes, Hog Hollywood is the main boss fight of this area. And he is a deceptively difficult bot. He's a deceptively difficult fight. He has 19k HP, 400 attack, and a nasty 200 agility. The reason I say deceptively is because, you know, the 19k HP, which isn't as much as the others, I believe. Like most other bosses, he has the immunities to Fallen and Stun, along with the resistance to Scared, so you have to think of some other statuses to use against him. As for what attacks he... I'm going too fast. As for what attacks he will be dishing out, he can make use of his signature smile to inflict blind on everybody. Yeah, blind on everyone with a 70% success rate. He has a wild strike. Oh, hey, this is Hollywood Hus. Wow, that actually did not do a whole lot. Wow, that was really pathetic. That was supposed to be his signature move. Then again, it did hit Brad, so maybe it hits a lot harder than I think. He also has a wild strike to deal damage and inflict weird. Woo, which gives him super cool status to regen HP and SP. And the Hollywood Hustle, as you just saw. It's just an attack. Actually, do I have any? I do have lucrative tea. Alright. He also does have access to Fatal Chomp and Heart Squeeze, so you do need to play around that. He isn't as likely to use these attacks, but the fact he has 2 fatal moves at all is very frightening. He's not immune to Piss, so you could go for that route. But he still has 400 attack. One party member you should definitely consider bringing along is either Harvey or, hell, Crisp here. The main reason is because this is the second enemy of the game that's weak to water. Which is why I've been using wet color this whole time. If you're playing the original... Holy shit, how much defense does he have? Why did that do no damage? The fuck? I guess I'm inflicting with that then. What the hell? But, yeah, he has a water weakness. Harvey or Crisp in the Definitive Edition are your best friend for this fight. Overall, be prepared for a fairly tough and slightly annoying fight against a nutcase that is obsessed with being viewed as the most handsome man. What, is this like the third one at this point? Oh my god, we're kind of destroying him. Hard times, Daddy. Hard times. Ooh. Wayne got his final move, Mega Rapid Arrow. Nice. I see. Interesting. Alright, who here is manly enough to wear this? Aha, here we are. From Hawk Hollywood, we get the USA flag. This bad boy gives you 40 defense for both defensive stats, 21 agility, but it also gives you a fire weakness. We follow Hawk, but we don't like him. Psst. Good job. He was really fucking annoying. Is he still behind me? I better not talk shit then. You're not supposed to see me like this. And now we got our mint condition cloth. Nice. We're getting there with the boat parts. Alright, that boss fight didn't seem too hard, didn't it? However, Hawk Hollywood becomes a mutant in pain mode, simply named Hawk. As a mutant, Hawk has 1 agility compared to his normal counterpart having 200, while also having 1,000 more HP, 100 less attack, and a slight bump to his defenses. But that's too many numbers to think about. The best way I can explain Hawk is that he's basically a carbon copy of Beatty, as he copies the other mutant stats entirely. But he possesses one tool to make him much more threatening than Beatty ever wishes to be. Smile. Just like his normal version, Hawk can potentially inflict your party members with blind, so you have to be especially wary against this mutant, as the blind can disrupt your party. He also has a much higher chance to use Fatal Chomp compared to Hawk Hollywood, and hell, a lot of other enemies up to this point. With that and all the aforementioned things in mind, Hawk is an enemy you definitely need a plan to go into, especially since this fight will be required for the Mint Claw. And just like any other mutant fight, maybe bring along a few guys you don't mind losing. Oh, and in case you were thinking that Hawk still has his water weakness when he was normal, no. He doesn't have the water weakness anymore, so no shortcuts. So yeah. What a card. Honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, Hawk probably isn't really too bad. Then again, that's probably just because I know what the fuck I'm doing. I can see him being a little difficult. Also, why the fuck did you do, like, no damage? Is his defense really that high? Or did something happen to you? What the fuck? No, he has only 10 defense. He has 222 special defense. Why'd you do no damage? The fuck? Oh yeah, since I finally got this skill. Yeah, like I've said, like, all that time ago. You like how this motherfucker's, like, final skill is so much less expensive than everyone else's? I love video games. Alright. But yeah, we had a few good laughs and fun today. Next time on Lisa the Painful, we should be able to finish the boat, and then once we do that, we'll finally be making use of some keys we found. I'll see you guys then.
I'm telling you, Brad is becoming more and more unhinged. He still hasn't shown me his kart racing tricks. He hasn't even mentioned kart racing once since I joined. I'm starting to think his victory was a total fluke. Cheating bastard. His smell, it ain't right. It's the wrong kind of stink, if you know what I mean. I do. Trust me, I do. That settles it. You should stab him. Duffy's got plenty of stabbables to share. Are you crazy? Forget stabbing, I would shoot him. Blue, 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 blue. Right in his shiny bald head. It's just, if I'm being honest, he seems kinda unstoppable. Nobody is unstabbable. That's not what I said.
You're both right. He's nearly unstoppable. But certainly stabbable. Slayable, if you will.
Whoa, okay, man, don't get excited. We're just messing around.
I don't think you are. His business with the girl has gotten out of hand. Combined with the way he treats people like mere resources. Using us like pawns. This is what he does to his allies. I can only imagine how he treats his enemies.
To be fair, he has been willing to sacrifice a lot for some of us.
For what reason? Does he really care about you? Or is it a small sacrifice for his bigger goal?
Duffy and I are interested. Now get to the point, swordsman.
From what I could tell, we aren't the only ones getting sick of him. I think most of these guys are staying in this gang as a chance to get at that poor girl. They aren't thinking ahead, no planning or guidance, no real leadership. This is chaos. It's sad, really, to think this Brad fellow was once an accomplished martial artist. Could have fooled me. This group lacks morals, honor, discipline. Okay, pal, you're starting to lose me. What I'm saying is, maybe he does care about that girl. But it's very hard to separate this group from any other gang of common bandits in Olathe. What is the end goal here? Is there one? It's no small feat to be the ones shaping the future. I hope we are ready for this.